Welcome to Namma Vetri IAS Academy. I am Balaji. We are going to see current affairs. Yes, the first thing is about sedition law. It's Bharat Nyaya Sanhita Sedition Law 152. We are having criticism on the sedition law in section 152. What they are saying, that means journalists are saying that the sedition law is not particularly mentioned on what ground the sedition law has to be filed against the person, because they are saying that the freedom to expression and freedom to express the government policies is a usual common thing. It is not against the integrity and the unity of India, but they are arrested on the basis of that they are for the criticism only they are arrested. What they are saying, that means we have to know the validity of the constitution. They had filed a case in Supreme Court. Supreme Court also issued a notice against this section 152 of Bharat Nyaya Sanhita for the constitutional validity. And what they are saying, that means this is as like a colonial era sedition cases. In colonial era means in British time period, the British peoples arrest us the Indian on that ground. What our Indian freedom fighters do, they usually give some slogan against the British government. The British got irritated and they said that you had did a sedition, you had did against the unity of India. So I like that basis. Now the sedition law also I like the colonial era only. That's what the criticism. So wait and see what's about the constitutional validity of that section 152 in Bharat Nyaya Sanhita. This thing is useful for essay writing and some of the mains answer writing things. And the next thing is stunting crisis. What is stunting means? Stunting is the thing improper growth. That's what stunting in children, especially below the age of 5 years. Stunting can be identified from the child birth itself. The child size is improper or its weight is under 3 kgs means that may comes under stunting only. So in stunting means Poshan Abhiyan is the scheme introduced by the government to reduce stunting. For example, in 2016, the stunting rate in children is 38%. In 2022, they had planned to reduce it to 25%. But after that, in 2025, we had the Poshan data analysis has been made on that. In that, what they had been obtained means the ratio is 37%, which means in the last 7 years, we had reduced the stunting rate by 1% only. And what are the main reasons for stunting means? It's from the mother only. If the mother is teenage, for example, 15 to 19-year girl got married and become pregnant and giving birth to a child means the child will be surely have a stunting issues only, because mom is not itself a healthy mom. And apart from that, what all are the issues means after giving birth to a child means child care is very, very important. Prenatal care is very, very important, and proper feeding of children is very, very important. For example, if a government sector woman got pregnant means she got maternal leave, and think about in the private sector, she has not given maternal leave for 6 months. She has to return work for maximum of 15 days or some other days. In order to earn income, she has skipping giving milk to the children. For example, for every 2 hours, your newborn baby has to be fed. In this case, it's not possible to feed the children for every 2 hours. So the working women are facing these issues. And apart from that, anemic women giving birth to anemic children only. And apart from feeding, proper nutrition, diet, and sanitation also gives ways to stunting growth in children, because of due to some disease and some viral infections. Children may affected with stunting. And apart from that, all these things, the one important thing is that is education, lack of education. Women with got married in the teenage and they have no education about how to take care, how to brought up the baby and how to feed the baby. So that's what the major issues. And some of the data in that is Tamil Nadu has least stunting rate of 14.2% and Uttar Pradesh with the maximum stunting rate of 48%. And the next thing is Nalanda University. Nalanda University, you peoples all learned in ancient history, and the peoples now only you are going to learn about this name. Nalanda University means Nalanda University is a spiritual university which has been built in Gupta University a long back ago. So why I am going to say about Nalanda University means, in the Nalanda University in the olden days, the monks and the spiritual peoples from all over the world, they came there and they shared their knowledge there. Especially our neighboring country, China, there many of the monks has came to India, especially Swaminathan. This monk has came to India, and during that time we had cultural and intellectual connections with China and India. But why I am coming to say this means, see about the current situation. We are having border disputes and we are having trade deficit and we are having trade issues with the China, and international politics are going in some of the way. So now the relationship between China is very, very important. We may have many disagreement, but this does not lead to disengagement. If we want to improve our bonding, means apart from trading, we must also have to engage in some mutual learning things. For example, we must learn some of the many scientific and many things from them, and they has to learn democratic decentralization like this concept from us. And apart from that, the important thing is that is trading. In China, we are dependent on China for medical goods and many raw earth metals. We are importing it from China. Now the situation has to changing because we are also moving for Atmanirbhar and self-sufficiency. Wait and see what will happen. The main thing what I'm coming to say is we have to improve mutual learning. Apart from trading, we have to improve mutual learning. And the next thing is about scientist MS Swaminathan. This scientist is a person who is mainly responsible for self-sufficiency of India in agricultural field. This person is an agricultural scientist. What he had did means he had did scientists in the seeds, okay, for plantation in agriculture, and that seeds has given extraordinary impacts in our agricultural field. Yes, just know about the interesting story about that. He had found that Norman Borlaug, a Mexican scientist who had founded the seed variety that gives extraordinary output to our agriculture, because we needed extraordinary seeds for our agriculture cultivation, because India is a country to 140 crore population. In 1960s means it's around 70 crore population. We need an extraordinary seed variety for our cultivation. So scientists had invited Norman Borlaug to India, and he got approval from our National Agricultural Institute of India from that in 1960. But what one bad thing means, our bureaucratics has approved and received the Borlaug scientist in 1963 only. See, what is the in 3 years, what had happened? Nothing. We are just going to invite the scientists to India, but it taken 3 years. That much years and that much struggle. And in the 3 years, how many people died from hunger? Just think about this. This is what the situation during on that time. The scientist is what he is coming to say means reduce much bureaucratic in scientist issues, because we have to go to some other countries, attend some other conferences. We have to have some good networks for good inventions and for the benefit of India. So what they are coming to say means politicians, ministers always have to tie up with scientists. Apart from bureaucrats, they must have good types with scientists. For example, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he is a good person for the development of DRDO, and apart from that, Nambi Nair, he is the person for the development of ISRO, and many other scientists are there. I'm just saying few of that only. And for in agriculture, Mr. Swaminathan sir. So apart from bureaucratics, scientists also have to be considered in implementing the scheme. That's what he is coming to say. And the funding in agricultural scientists, because in 1960 China is far behind us in that time, but now in the world top 10 institutes, 8 agricultural research institutes found in China only. That much growth they had shown, because they are investing that much in that. In our agricultural GDP are only using 0.43%. It is very less percentage for our research purpose. This situation has to be changed. Yes. The next thing is bills. Yes, our Home Minister is going to introduce bill for removing of Prime Minister, Chief Minister and Minister of States and Union Territories if they had any criminal allegations, if they had sentence for more than 5 years and more than that. Okay. In the sentence for 5 years and more than 5 years, in the 31st day, there has to be removed. For example, if a Prime Minister is being arrested, means President remove the Prime Minister. If Chief Minister is arrested, means Governor remove the Chief Minister. If any of the Minister has been arrested, means Chief Minister remove the Minister from his post, and after that, after he got bail, means he can continue his office as Prime Minister, Chief Minister or Minister of for a particular state or union territory. So, to making this, they have to pass 3 bills. They have to make amendments in the 3 bills. So, for example, they have to amend the constitutional 138th amendment bill. They have to pass, and they have to pass the Jammu and Kashmir reorganization amendment bill. And apart from that, Government of Union Territories Amendment Bill. They have to amend all these bills. And apart from that, in Constitution, there is no provision for the removal while the Prime Minister, Chief Minister, or Minister of any state is arrested. So, in order to removing from the office, we have to amend the Constitution also. So, this will be done under Constitution 130th Amendment Bill. So, what all of the constitutions are going to be amended means Article 75, Article 164, and Article 239 AA. So, all these articles are going to be amended for the implementation of this laws. These things are bills only. This will become law after in coming days. It will become law. Just know about these things. These things are useful for current affairs. Then next bill is regarding minerals and mines and minerals development and regulation amendment bill. This bill has been passed by the Rajya Sabha itself. After getting action from the president, this will become a law. So the original act was initiated in 1957. Now why they are amending means the important minerals like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, they can be extracted. They can be found and extracted without paying any royalty, extra royalty to by the leasers, mine leasers. This thing is mainly used because now India we are want to self-sufficient in rare earth materials, and we want to make more and more chips for the laptops and the cell phones and electronic gadgets. So that only we are focusing on this minerals, lithium, cobalt, and nickel. And apart from that, National Critical Mineral Mission. So we are involving in this mission, and we are allocated a budget of 34,000 crores on this. So we had in that National Critical Mineral Mission, we had found that 24 rare earth materials, and we are going to be extract from our mines itself. We are having that much abundant mines, but we need funding and proper allocation on that. So that's what about today current affairs. Like, share, and subscribe, and please follow us on Instagram and Telegram. Thank you.